Praise be Jesus Christ and Mary Immaculate. Welcome to this 34th Sunday in Ordinary Time, the Solemnity of our Lord Jesus Christ, King of the universe. We're going to read from the Gospel of John, chapter 18, verses 33 to 37, living in the kingdom of truth and love. In today's Gospel, Jesus stands for Pilate. He stands before Pilate, in front of Pilate, the Roman emperor. Pilate has all the power to decide the fate of Jesus, whether he lives or he dies. And yet, like usually, there's an unexpected reversal. Pilate, who appears to be a free man, a powerful free man, is trapped. He's trapped by fear, he's trapped by pressure, and his role. Meanwhile, Jesus, though he is bound and accused, is calm and in control. Jesus is the true free man in this story. True freedom, as Jesus shows, doesn't come from power or status. It comes from living in God's truth and love. It's about who can stand in their own truth. When Pilate asks, "Are you the king of the Jews?" he's trying to make sense of Jesus. He's trying to understand Jesus. He expects a revolutionary before him. He expects a troublemaker. He expects somebody who wants to stir it up all the time, as if somebody who is a threat to Rome. But Jesus doesn't fit that mold at all. No armies around him, and he wields no force. He has no power. He doesn't use any violence. Instead, Jesus stands before Pilate with a quiet authority rooted in his peace and in his truth. Jesus turns the question back at Pilate. Do you say this on your own, or have others told you about me? With this question, Jesus invites Pilate to think for himself. It's not just a question about titles or accusations. It's a chance to Pilate to go deep and to reflect in himself, to reflect personally, and to search his heart for his truth. Jesus offers Pilate a moment of grace to step into the truth. The truth is right in front of him. But Pilate, like many of us, avoids the deep question. And instead of searching his heart, he dismisses the invitation saying, "Am I a Jew?" He shifts the focus. He deflects. He shifts the focus back on the accusation and his role in the trial. Pilate is trapped by fear of losing his position, by the influence of the crowd that follows him, by the expectations of others, and by his reliance on worldly power. He misses the truth that is standing right in front of him. This moment in the gospel challenges us as well. How often do we, like Pilate, avoid the deeper questions that Jesus places before us? How many of we are okay with surface questions from Jesus, but those deep ones, don't go there. Jesus asks all of us, "Who do you say that I am?" Do we answer from our own hearts? Or do we rely on what we remember someone said? Do we take time to reflect? Or do we let the busyness of life distract us from Jesus' call? When Jesus asks, "Who do you say that I am?" do I have a deep, heartfelt answer? Or do I need to Google it? Faith is more than just following rules and accepting what others tells us. It's about a personal encounter with Jesus. He invites us to let his truth transform us, to align our lives with his kingdom, which is a kingdom of love, service, and peace. But that takes courage, my friends. It takes courage to stand in the light of truth. It requires us to put love first, to forgive, to serve, to act with kindness and honesty, even when it is difficult, and even when it's directed towards people whom we think don't deserve it. At the end of the conversation, Pilate asks, "What is truth?" But he doesn't wait for an answer. He walks away. He misses the opportunity to see truth embodied in Jesus, who is standing right before him. How often do we do the same? Jesus invites us to live in his truth, but we resist it because it challenges us to change. So how do we live in Jesus' kingdom today? By making love visible in our daily choices. forgiving someone who has hurt you, to help someone in need, to speak with honesty and with compassion. These small acts make God's love present in our world. As we reflect on Christ the King, ask yourself, which kingdom am I living in? The kingdom of fear and control, or the kingdom of truth and love and service? This week, what steps can you take to show that you belong to Jesus' kingdom? Let's open our hearts to his voice and live as people of truth, love, and service. And in that way, we can be sure that Jesus reigns in our lives, in our household, in our cities, in our church, and in our world. God bless you.